What are they doing and why is it so dangerous? I'm Dr. K, a political scientist who looks at how information is shared. And I guess I should ask you if you know who they is before asking you if you know what they're doing. Because I bet you already know what they are doing.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets.
They are the reasons political parties and world leaders have been trying to get votes all over the globe. You see, 2024 has been a monster election year with elections in India, Russia, Mexico, Georgia, and soon in the United States. That means nearly 1 billion people will have cast their votes in 2024. People want to stay in control or get in control. And to do that, they want to secure votes by covering all important aspects of human behavior. They want to give voters something to vote for, but also something to vote against. This is kind of like an old school version of online rage baiting. Propaganda often uses they to create a clear contrast between groups, reinforcing an us versus them mentality. This is called othering, and it frames certain groups, ideas, or countries as fundamentally different and potentially dangerous or opposing your interests. Where it gets even more scary is when it's a vague they. But that's your sign that you should be watching out for. If there are no proper nouns being used to identify who they actually are, that's because by not putting a finger on who they can be whoever serves a purpose in that moment. And there are plenty of examples that we could use. Let's take a look at what's happening in Russia. October 2024 exhibition shows posters that have an aggressive military message, but they're also vague in saying exactly who the enemy is. The Kremlin's narrative of who they is has shifted from 2022, from saying its invasion of Ukraine was to protect Russian speakers, to getting rid of Nazis, to defending their country from the threat of NATO, to the creation of Russian alternative histories. This vagueness of who an enemy is or who will affect your life negatively allows something called selective perception to happen. That means people can interpret the same message differently based on their personal beliefs, experiences, emotions, or biases. Basically, it's about confirming your belief when you see something and filtering out or ignoring any contradictory information. And this isn't good. Think about January 6th in the United States. Donald Trump did not directly tell protesters to storm the Capitol, but his words and actions are widely considered to have played a role in motivating the crowd. The next time you hear a message that seems designed to provoke otherness, anger, or fear, you need to ask yourself, who benefits from this? And what might I be missing? Recognizing these tactics just won't make us more informed. It'll help build a society where we're less easily divided and controlled. Because in the end, knowing how to question is the best way to protect ourselves from becoming part of someone else's agenda. I'm Dr. K.